Footscray is changing. And it's not just about the new footbridge at the Footscray train station that has transformed the horizon here, and that looks pretty splendid. Nor is it just about the streets that are much cleaner compared to what was happening a few years ago. There's been a lot of renovations in this area of Melbourne. But it is about the population as well. The Greeks, the Italians, the Asians, all types of backgrounds here roam the streets of Footscray. However, there's a new breed of the population, namely the African Australians, that are much more visible in the Footscray area. And they are not just roaming the streets, they're running shops and businesses. You can tell here that these are not Greek, Italian, or Asian shops. These are African shops. And when you go into the Footscray Mall, you will see that in this complex, the traffic here will tell you that white Australia is indeed a minority. African Australians have set up shops everywhere, from barbershop to clothing shops to restaurants. We went to speak to some of them.
My name is Jivat.
Where do you come from?
From Ethiopia.
How long have you been in Australia for?
1 year and a half.
And what do you think about Australia?
Australia is best country. I like it. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Footscray is around business area. Especially most African people live here, and we have shop here. Like we sell African music, movie, and it is a nice place.
Okay, business doing okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's nice. It has a profit. It's good place.
Okay. Do you have any message to tell other Africans?
Yeah, I have a message. Come enjoy Footscray, and it's a nice place.
Yes, my name is Aid Narton. I just come from Somalia, just I live in Melbourne for 10 years.
Okay. How long, what's your feeling about life in Australia?
Life in Australia is perfect. It's very good, really, there's no complaint.
All right. So you're very happy about everything in Australia?
Yeah, I'm happy, absolutely, yeah, because I'm healthy, I'm just working, so yeah, I'm all right, I'm feeling good.
What do you think of Footscray?
Footscray is a very good place for business. It's very, I think, many different people here, and I think it looks like a place to come, for socializing, drinking teas and cutting hair. Yeah. It's a good place to come,
All right. So sometimes we hear some negative stories about Africans, but there's some very positive story that people don't talk about. The fact that there are lots of businesses and many activities here. What do you think of that?
I'm not sure about that because I'm not businessman. I'm not sure if it's what people are complaining in Footscray area.
I've got all the boys here with me. We're just gonna have a little chat about the African Australian experience and the dynamic nature of Footscray, with a lot of businesses and a lot of positive things happening. But the young people here were making a difference. People were living their lives and contributing to the progress of Australia. So I'm just gonna go now with the boys here and ask everyone what they think of it. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Hapti.
Abdi, we find you here. You are the manager of a barbershop. How long have you been working in this area?
Actually, I've been in Footscray nearly 15 years, but I run my business for 10 years now.
How's business going?
Business actually is all right, and yeah, Footscray we're doing good, and we're multicultural Footscray, so we're all like more friendly and we're just paying the bill. So I think we got a more good opportunities around. We take care of each other, so we got a lot of African brothers to be around too.
A few years ago, Footscray was mainly dominated by Asians and people of other culture. Now we see a lot of Africans now, having their say and showing their presence in the business area. What do you think of that?
Actually, with the Asians is a good symbol for African. And we're still around after a lot of Asians, but we get along with them. The good thing is Asians, they're more into it in business. So we're helping each other, we all take care of each other, but African, we're doing more better now. And we have a lot of restaurants, hairdresser, clothes shows. A lot of things, and we're doing better, we're doing good. But the other thing is with the councillor too, say they give us good opportunity too. They looking after us, so we didn't struggle much. We're doing good. They take care of us. They looking after us. That's what I see. So I'm still surviving for 10 years. That means I have a good help with the government. And my shop is a multicultural, so I have the whole Australian people around, and they respect what I do, and they're happy what I'm doing for them. So we ain't got nothing to complain to government.
My name is James.
James, how long have you been in Australia for?
8 years.
And what's your feeling about life in Australia?
I feel like I can't complain that much, but it's always 50-50 chance, you know. Life is just like that every day, as you live it, you know.
All right, and is there, what are some of the positive stuff about life in Australia as far as you're concerned?
Everything's, from what I see it, it's just like most of the people here, the only positive thing I think is just like different people. It's just like a multicultural kind of thing, you know. Different people come from different places, you know. Like Australia, they come here, they make business, you know. And then the most African people, they make business here in Australia too. So the main point here is just like, we're not trying to prove a point that Africa is better than Asia or any other country, you know. They make their own business. Asia is struggling like Africa too, you know. They're working as hard as we're working, you know, just to pay a bill. And that's the best part of it, you know. Everybody working so hard, you know, just to get something out of their life and just to make something positive out of their life.
And what do you think of Footscray being so dynamic and seeing so many Africans really doing well despite all the little negative stuff that can be here and there?
Actually, Footscray is been making a whole lot of changes, you know. Different people have different comments about Footscray, you know. Different people, they have different saying, you know. But as you can see, all the Africans, they're trying to prove a point that whatever the negative they said about themselves is not what they think it is, you know. Yeah. The people bring negative to their vibes, you know, just to run the business, you know. They turn it around, you know, just to use that against them, you know, and then make something positive. Like as you can see, everybody's happy, you know, make a business, everybody making money, you know, in any way possible. Him here, he's been surviving here, haircuts, and that's beautiful, you know. So that's good.
All right.
My name is Mopir.
How long have you been in Australia for?
Almost 12 years now.
And what do you think about life in Australia as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, Australia's alright. Yeah, it's giving me a better chance to study here and get a better education. But yeah, at the same time, it has its ups and downs with the police and stuff. Me, I don't really like the police. But yeah.
So do you think there's been an issue with the police, especially targeting Africans?
I don't like how they target people. I feel like everybody's the same. Everybody's doing the same thing in the streets. It's not just the Africans. So yeah.
Why do you think the police target Africans? Is that racism, or is there something to it?
It's probably because we're probably like the newest people coming from other places. Because Asians been here for a long time, so it's probably just when you're here, they probably want to see how we are and stuff. Besides that, I like Australia. It's alright.
And have you got any message for the young people out there, whether in Footscray or any other places?
Yeah, stay in school. School's the way. I mean, I dropped out, but I'm not doing anything right now. But yeah, school.
My name is Daniel.
Daniel, how long have you been in Australia for?
Years.
And how do you like Australia?
It's pretty good, yeah. It's not that bad.
What are some of the best things that you can see about Australia compared to Africa or your life back in Africa?
Well, when I first came here, I was still young and shit. Then I went to high school. It was not bad, and got a job. It wouldn't have happened back there because I wouldn't get that good education and all that. Yeah.
Some of the challenges, some of the negative stuff that you would like to see change?
The negative, like the one you said about the police and all that. Yeah, sometimes they think like African, they walk in a big group. They think we're a gang. They think we're a threat to the community or whatever. Yeah, that should change.
And do you think Australians understand the culture, the African culture?
The African culture. They understand sometimes, but I don't think they understand like full. Maybe they need to get to know us more and more, so they can understand the way we are.
All right. And how can they? What are some of the things that we should do to make the rest of Australia know more about Africa?
Maybe, I don't know, we got some Africans that work with the police, that talk to them about how we live and how the Australian culture is. Yeah,
give us the last message to Africans, to white Australians, to the government, whoever you want to say a message, please do.
To everybody, but much was more with the African that we knew to Australian life or to Australian systems. So we need that to be one voice. If it be one voice, and we can make it that other communities they doing it in Australia, so we can help our kids that to get education, to have a better life. So we need to be one voice all together. We stand up each other. So I think we're making it.
The Footscray area is an area that has been full of migrants for many years. When I arrived in Australia in 1999, there were mainly Asians, but also some Greeks here and Italians there. Over the last 10 years, things have changed dramatically. Whilst there are still quite a lot of Asians doing their businesses, there's also a new group of population, namely the Africans, that are starting to really show their presence in Footscray. There are a lot of shops, a lot of businesses that are being opened by Africans in the Footscray area, and it shows how much the community has grown and continues to grow. It shows its vibrancy and the fact that people, they don't want to rely on government handovers or just do manual jobs here and there. They want to go into business because there is a lot of Africans now that are living in Australia. The 2006 census demonstrated that there were about 260,000 African Australians living in Australia, and in Melbourne there's quite a lot of them, and the Footscray area is one area where you can always bet that when you come to Footscray you will see as many Africans you can possibly see in one day here in Melbourne, Australia. So it just shows how the community is growing, and Footscray is becoming really an area that shows a lot of African vibrancy. This is Clyde Salumu Sharadi from Africa Media Australia.